Thank you for tuning into another video from JRM Recaps. Spoilers ahead. The movie opens in early fall of 1719, with the film centered around the tribe known as the Comanches that live in the northern Great Plains. A young tribeswoman, Naru, can be seen honing her hunting skills in the woods alongside her dog Sarai. While traveling, Sarai's tail gets trapped in a bear trap, but Naru is able to get her free. Naru then looks up to see what she interprets as a thunderbird, however it is really the spacecraft of an alien predator landing in the distance. Naru later joins her sibling Taabe as they get ready for their katamia, which is the Comanche rite of passage for warriors where they embark on a big hunt to prove themselves. While Naru wants to be seen as a great warrior by her sibling, their mom, Uruka, is not accepting of her daughter's desires and ambitions. A short distance from the settlement, the predator is seen on the hunt, cloaking itself prior to attacking a snake and skinning it ruthlessly. Taabe puts together a search party to pursue another warrior of the tribe, Puhi, who was potentially attacked by a mountain lion. Naru goes along with them, although to the dismay of the other members of the party, aside from Taabe, because she has the knowledge and expertise to treat Puhi's injuries. The party finds Puhi injured but alive, and Naru begins to treat his wounds and give him medication. Naru suspects that something more dangerous than a mountain lion is out there due to the fact that they found Puhi alive, and the lion wouldn't have left him unless it was frightened away by something. The hunting party watches for the lion to return. Naru and another warrior named Paka climb a tree and put out a trap. The animal does not fall for it, however, and Paka is violently pulled down from the tree by the lion before he is fatally wounded. The lion climbs the tree and approaches Naru, who arms herself with a spear. Just as it moves in to attack her, she hears a loud sound in the distance, almost like a roar, followed by a bright light. Naru falls off the tree and hits her head on a stone. However, she is able to pierce the lion in the side with the spear prior to falling. Naru wakes up back in her home. She learns that Taabe had transported her back to safety after she was knocked unconscious. With him, he brought back the head of the mountain lion, finishing his katamia. A service is held in his honor, and he is made the new war chief. The following day, Naru sets off all alone to attempt to find the animal she heard the night before. She develops a new technique which allows her to toss and retrieve her axe by attaching a rope to the end of it. While walking with Sarai, they come across an open field of skinned buffalo. She wonders what could have done such a thing. In the meantime, the predator runs into a wolf, which tries to go after it. The wolf lunges at the alien, but is easily killed. The predator then tears the skull and spine out and wears its skeletal remains around its belt like a trophy. While traveling, Naru winds up running over a pit of thick mud and starts to sink. After many failed attempts, and prior to being completely submerged, Naru gives one last effort and tosses the axe with the rope attached, and is able to latch it onto a tree stump to pull herself out. Thankful she was able to escape, she goes off looking for her dog. She tracks down Sarai and runs into a bear. The animal pursues Naru, but she figures out how to conceal herself. Before the bear can see her, it is tracked down by the predator. The bear makes a valiant effort and almost overwhelms the hunter, however the predator winds up punching it and knocking it dead. The predator then proceeds to cover itself in the bear's blood, allowing Naru to finally see the creature for the first time. Terrified, Naru runs and uses the current from the river to escape. Naru tracks down two individuals from her tribe who are out on another search party, as they were requested by Taabe to track her down and bring her home. Naru battles one of the men, Ape, practically overwhelming him until his partner assists him with taking her out. The men tie her up and plan for the impending assault, but the predator ends up taking the high ground and utilizing its expert sharpshooting to take out one of the men. Naru unties herself as her fellow tribesmen get assassinated. Naru tries to run away, but winds up getting her foot caught in a trap. The predator catches up to her, but seeing her injured and stuck in a trap, he deems her non-threatening and leaves. She is then met by French fur trappers who eventually knock her out. Naru is taken in as a prisoner and treated horribly by the Frenchmen. One man, Raphael, addresses Naru in English to get some information about the predator. After some observation, she understands these men were the ones that skinned the buffalo in the field. The leader of the fur trappers, a stocky Frenchman, brings out Taabe and starts to slice him across his body with a knife. Naru and Taabe are bound to a tree and are being utilized to lure out the predator. The trappers set up vantage points surrounding the area to ambush the alien, however they are spotted by the predator first and taken out swiftly. A second group finds a way to lure the predator into one of their bear traps, which seizes the alien's foot, rendering it immobile. Although cornered, the predator utilizes its high-tech weaponry to kill the trappers and break free. Naru lets Taabe know that the predator spotted her before and did not consider her to be dangerous, so she utilizes her smarts and figures out how to get them free. Naru returns to the trapper camp and kills a group of men prior to releasing Sarai. She is found by an injured Raphael, who offers to teach Naru how to use his weapon, a pistol, in return for clinical assistance. Naru gives him herbs and keeps an eye on his injury, as his foot was cut off by the predator's weapons. She takes notice that the herbs assist with decreasing an individual's body heat, and consequently will make it harder for the predator to detect them. Naru finds cover as the predator arrives at the camp. It doesn't see Raphael on its thermal scans due to the medicine he ingested, which lowered his body temperature, but is inadvertently stepped on by the predator, causing him to scream and give himself away. The predator, realizing he is alive, quickly disposes of him and moves on. Moments later, Taabe shows up on a horse to safeguard Naru, advising her to run in light of the fact that the predator considers him to be the threat. The battle rages on for some time, but while attempting to flee and hide, the predator catches Taabe and ends up piercing him with his blade. It then spots Naru, but before it can assess her as a threat, Taabe utilizes his final gasps to distract the alien before it hands out the killing blow. Naru runs away. Once she is safe, she begins to gather herself, but not before grieving for Taabe. Next, Naru goes into the woods and finds the head of the trappers. She attacks him and ends up cutting off his foot. Ironically, she proceeds to use him as a trap to lure out the alien the same way he did with her and Taabe. She waits for the predator to show up and hides her heat signature with the same medicine she had administered to Raphael. The predator finally appears, unsuspecting of the trap, and decides to kill the trapper. While distracted, Naru uses Raphael's firearm to shoot the predator in the head, knocking off its helmet. She then runs to retrieve the helmet in an attempt to level the playing field, since he won't have his helmet's technology to help him, and escapes deeper into the woods with it. The predator chases Naru, but she is able to fool the alien by trapping it in the mud pit she had fallen into earlier. She is then able to corner the predator using its helmet against it, and then drives an arrow through its head, defeating the alien, and ultimately completing her katamiya, proving she is a great and deserving warrior. Naru returns to her tribe with Sarai and brings the predator's head as a trophy, similar to how Taabe had earlier in the film. Her people celebrate Naru's victory and survival, however she explains that their village is no longer safe and informs them of the dangers she encountered, such as the alien and the French trappers, and that they should leave to find a new place to live. At this point, the credits begin to roll while showing cave drawings of what happened in the film, ending with what looks like more predator ships coming toward Naru's village. Thank you for watching our recap. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for future videos. Also, try some of our other videos displayed on screen.